Good evening, everybody. I'm Fictional Crystals, and no one is truly evil in Steven Universe. At least not in the traditional sense, full of doom and chaos for no reason. Sure, there are antagonists on the show, but they're not bad just for the sake of wanting everyone to be destroyed. Lots of shows have villains with no explanation given on why they want everything to be doomed. They have evil or mean characters just for the sake of wanting evil or mean characters. A lot of the time, these characters don't even help the plot. But this show isn't like that. Rebecca Sugar wanted this show to feel good. She made you feel for the characters. They were well thought out and not just one-sided. I've seen people say they don't like a character because they're evil and unredeemable. They said that a lot with Peridot. But you should think more about these characters' motives and how they help the plot before saying they're completely bad. Steven Universe shows the dark in the light and the light in the dark. No one is completely good and no one is completely bad. Let's take a look at Lapis. She stole the ocean because she wanted to go home. She had mistakenly been confused for a crystal gem and then trapped in a mirror for thousands of years. Wouldn't you be just a bit hostile if that happened to you? Sure, she almost drowned 2 children, but she may not have known that humans need air. That isn't to say she's all good. She tortured someone in a fusion. As we've seen, she could have handled Jasper by herself without being fused as Malachite. The reason she stayed fused with Jasper for so long was because she wanted to take out all her hate and anger on her.
I was terrible to you. I liked taking everything out on you. I needed to. I hated you. It was bad.
But she did realize her mistakes and wanted to move on.
No!
What?
What we had wasn't healthy. I never want to feel like I felt with you. Never again.
Now let's talk about Jasper. At first glance, it may just seem like Jasper's your typical TV villain, but there is a lot more to her. Lapis and Jasper were both abusive to each other. They left each other with a lot of pain. But while one managed to get away from her demons, the others swam right into them. Rebecca Sugar said that Jasper has a deep hate for herself because of her origins on Earth. She is determined to never be weak or vulnerable. So at the point when she's lowest, there's no way she'd ever accept help because she believes she doesn't deserve it. She went back to Earth to face her demons and she lost. Going back to Earth only made things worse for her. On a happier note, let's look at Peridot. She came to Earth with a job to do, and if she didn't do the job, bad things could happen to her. She just wanted to get on with her mission, but the crystal gems were interfering with that, so she tried to take them down. She just wanted to get on with her mission. Fighting wasn't her main concern. In fact, whenever she fought the crystal gems, it was mainly just due to self-defense. When she was alone and saw them in person, she didn't try attacking them until they tried attacking her. And then she attempted to run away. Like with Lapis, she wanted to go home. And we all know how that turned out for her.
It's not a shell. There's so much life living here. That's what I'm doing. I'm living here.
As for Bismuth, she was doing what she thought was right in a situation of war. She didn't want to shatter HomeWorld Gems just for the fun of it. She wanted to shatter them so her team could survive. From her point of view, she did have good intentions. Surprisingly, it's the same for the diamonds. While I would call the diamonds dictators to some extent since they treated some gems very badly, in the long run, they were doing what they thought was best to expand their empire. HomeWorld is running out of resources. They need to claim planets so that they can get more. The way they see it, they're helping their gems. So before saying someone on the show is completely evil, think of it from their perspective. And think of how they helped the plot and the other characters. The corrupted and forced fused gems really put a lot of depth into the story. Kevin unintentionally let Stevonnie learn a lesson. Marty gave Greg millions of dollars. Like with the other HomeWorld gems, the rubies were just doing their jobs. But Eyeball had many more motives behind what she did. Though some characters may seem chaotic, there is a reason behind their actions. I didn't go over all the antagonists and their motives since I'm sure you can figure them out yourselves. And also thanks for watching, cause the video's over, isn't it?